Chosen one, listen carefully. The stirrings you feel within are not ordinary. They are not whispers of coincidence or echoes of fleeting emotion. What is awakening in your spirit right now is a force that has been quietly gathering strength, even in the moments you thought you were powerless. You have been carrying a hidden weight, a silent strength that the world has yet to see. But God has seen it all along. And now the time has come. The season is shifting. Your hidden strength is emerging, and nothing on earth can contain it. You may have wondered why certain doors remained closed, why doors you expected to open stayed locked. You may have felt invisible, even overlooked, as though your potential was hidden behind the shadows of others' achievements. But hear this: every delay, every quiet moment, every season of waiting has been forming you, shaping you, and preparing the soil for a power that cannot be duplicated. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are being readied for a rise unlike anything you have known. I know the fear that creeps in, the questioning, the doubt, the uncertainty. You have asked, am I ready? Am I truly called? And the answer is this: you have always been ready. The unseen hands of God have been guiding, training, and refining you. What you call weakness has been His workshop. What you call struggle has been His forge. And now He is revealing the strength that has been silently within you all along. Take a moment and feel it, the subtle vibration in your spirit, the gentle tug towards something greater, the quiet assurance that your life is on the cusp of a divine breakthrough. You are being summoned to rise higher than before. Not tomorrow, not when circumstances allow, but now. The hidden strength that has been dormant is stirring, ready to manifest in ways that will astonish you, even overwhelm the natural mind. This is more than encouragement. This is a prophetic word, a declaration that your rise is certain and your hidden power will no longer remain in the shadows. The doors you have longed for are about to open, the path you have prayed for is about to appear, and the destiny that has been whispered to your heart will be undeniable. Stay with me, because in the moments ahead, I will reveal not just the presence of this hidden strength, but how it will move, shift, and transform your life. And when you hear it, you will know without a doubt that God Himself is calling you to rise higher than you ever imagined. Do you feel it, that unmistakable pull that's stirring deep in your spirit that won't be ignored? That is not coincidence. That is the hand of God moving with precision, orchestrating every step of your journey. Every trial you have faced, every moment of waiting, every season of silence has been carefully arranged by Him. The message I bring to you is not my own. It comes from the very source of life, the one who knows you by name, the one who has been shaping your heart for this precise moment. God sees the unseen, knows the unknown, and speaks into realities that the natural eye cannot comprehend. This rise that is forming within you is no accident. It is divinely appointed. Every gift, every spark of strength, every hidden talent has been preserved for this exact season. There is a pattern in your path, a divine architecture you could not have planned, and a destiny that cannot be thwarted by human hands. Even when the world questioned you, even when circumstances seemed impossible, God's purposes remained intact, silent but unwavering, waiting for the right time to manifest. He is calling you into a higher place, not just for your sake, but for the assignments that stretch beyond your vision. This is a preparation unlike anything you have experienced. The unseen work of God has been layering power, equipping your spirit and cultivating wisdom that will carry you through challenges that others cannot endure. He is forming a vessel capable of withstanding storms, capable of stepping into authority, capable of moving mountains in ways that will leave you in awe of His design. And listen closely. This is not simply about ability or talent. This is about alignment. God is activating within you a resonance with His will. There is a frequency to this rise, a spiritual energy that harmonizes your heart with His purposes. When you step fully into it, doors that once resisted, you will open effortlessly. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will bow to the authority that flows through the preparation you have endured. The hidden strength within you is not a mere suggestion of potential. It is an unstoppable force, divinely energized and perfectly timed. Trust is crucial now, not just in yourself, but in the God who has never overlooked a moment of your life. You may not see the full plan yet, and that is why faith must rise above understanding. What is happening behind the scenes is greater than what you perceive. The unseen labor, the quiet whispers, the invisible guidance, they are all forming a foundation that cannot be shaken. And when you finally see the culmination, when your strength emerges fully, you will know beyond a shadow of doubt that it was never about speed, never about recognition, never about human approval. It was always about God's perfect timing. So lean into the assurance of this divine orchestration. Sense the intentionality in your preparation. Feel the gravity of this sacred design as it draws you forward. Every step you take now is in rhythm with a higher call, and as you continue, you will begin to recognize the unmistakable fingerprints of God on every moment of your life, guiding you, strengthening you, and readying you for the rise that has been promised since before you were born. Now take a deep breath and envision this. A light breaking through the horizon after a long silent night. That light is the emergence of what has been hidden within you. What has been dormant, what has been quietly growing under the pressure of seasons you could not understand, is now rising. God is unveiling a strength in you that the storms could never destroy, that the delays could never diminish. This is not metaphor alone. It is a realignment of your spirit, a divine activation of power that has always belonged to you. The rise that is coming is not subtle. It is profound. It is seismic. You will feel it ripple through your mind, your heart, your very bones. Opportunities that once seemed distant will suddenly appear within reach. Encounters that were delayed for years will now align perfectly. The people, resources, and doors you have prayed for will converge in a way that is unmistakably orchestrated by heaven. And as it unfolds, the strength you have kept hidden will no longer be a secret to yourself or to the world around you. Yet this emergence will not be without signs, for God always marks His work. You may notice moments when your insight deepens suddenly, as if the veil has lifted and you can see the true nature of situations. You may experience bursts of courage in places where fear once ruled. You may find doors opening at times that defy logic, and your spirit will recognize them before your mind comprehends. These are the subtle confirmations, the divine nudges that you are moving into alignment with what God has been preparing for you. There will also be a pressure, a refining pressure, a sharpening tension, because growth often arrives disguised as difficulty. The unseen forces that once limited you will shift, and some may resist your rise. But their resistance will only serve to magnify the power that is emerging within you. Like a blade that is tempered in fire, your strength will shine brighter, more resilient, more precise. What has been hidden is not weak. It has been waiting for this moment to reveal itself in full glory. Imagine standing at the threshold of a door that has always been closed. For years you may have pressed against it, wondering if it would ever open. And now God Himself is turning the key. What you see on the other side is a season of purpose, influence, and impact, unlike anything you have known. It is a realm where your hidden strength is recognized, where your gifts are unleashed, and where your destiny becomes undeniable. This is the prophecy being released over your life. The strength that you thought was small, the resilience you questioned, the quiet power you underestimated, it will now rise to meet the fullness of God's calling on your life. And as it rises, you will begin to see patterns in your past struggles, clarity in the chaos you endured, and the unmistakable hand of God in every season you have survived. This is not coincidence. This is divine orchestration. So prepare your spirit. Open your heart. Lean into the stirring you have felt since the beginning. What emerges will not only transform your life, it will ripple outward, touching others, shifting circumstances, and demonstrating that when God reveals what has been hidden, nothing can contain it. Your rise is inevitable. Your hidden strength is real. And God says, rise higher. Every rise has a purpose. Every emergence has a meaning beyond the visible. What is happening in your spirit right now is more than a moment of empowerment. It is a revelation of divine design. The hidden strength that now stirs within you is not simply about endurance or talent. It is about alignment with God's eternal purpose. You have been called not to merely survive, but to transform to influence, to carry the light of heaven into places where darkness has lingered for too long. Think of your journey like a river carving through stone. The water may seem soft and gentle, yet over time it shapes mountains, carves valleys, and creates paths that no human force can replicate. That is what God has been doing in you. Every trial, every season of delay, every moment of silence has been like water, working patiently, invisibly beneath the surface. And now the pressure of life, the resistance of circumstance, and the testing of your spirit have refined you, prepared you, and made your strength inevitable. There is a spiritual principle at work here. The unseen preparation is more powerful than the visible struggle. While others may only see waiting, you have been growing. While others may only notice setbacks, you have been fortified. The seasons that felt barren were actually the soil in which your hidden strength took root. And when it rises fully uncontainable, unstoppable, undeniable. This is the nature of divine timing. God does not rush, and He does not delay without reason. Every hidden moment has a purpose. Every silent hour has been a step toward the fullness of your calling. Your hidden strength also carries a spiritual resonance. It is the alignment of your heart with His will. It is the harmony of your spirit with divine intention. When you operate from this place, your life is no longer guided by fear, doubt, or human expectation. It is guided by the voice of heaven itself. Doors will open because God commands them. Obstacles will dissolve because they cannot withstand His authority. Relationships will align because the Spirit has orchestrated them. And you will feel it in your very being, a deep, unshakable certainty that the rise is yours, that the moment is appointed, that the victory is already written. This emergence is also a call to courage. Strength without courage remains hidden. The divine wants you to step boldly into the fullness of who you are, even if the world does not recognize it. Your strength is a light, and lights are meant to shine. They are not hidden under a basket concealed for convenience or obscured by the fear of others. The hidden strength within you has always been a signal, a beacon, a preparation for action. And now, it is time to release it into the world. Consider the storms you have endured. They were not just obstacles. They were spiritual exercises. They were the forge in which patience, endurance, and faith were perfected. Just as gold must pass through fire to reveal its purity, your strength has passed through the pressures of life to reveal its brilliance. This is the spiritual meaning of your current season. The emergence is proof that what is hidden cannot be destroyed. That resilience carries a divine signature, and that faithfulness, even when unseen, produces results that are eternal. The metaphor extends further. Your life is like a seed buried in the soil. For a time, nothing seems to happen. Days pass, and yet growth is imperceptible. But beneath the surface, transformation is occurring. Roots are spreading. Life is gathering strength. And when the appointed time comes, the seed bursts forth, fully formed, reaching toward the sun. That seed is you. The hidden strength is your root system. And the rise you are about to experience is the sprout breaking through the earth, unstoppable, magnificent, and fulfilling its destiny. This is more than motivation. It is revelation. The trials, the silence, the unseen battles, they were never meaningless. They were shaping a spirit capable of carrying weight, vision, and authority that others could not bear. The rise is not just about what you gain, it is about who you become. It is about the alignment of your heart, the sharpening of your purpose, and the manifestation of a divine plan that has been written since before you were born. So as your hidden strength begins to surface, recognize its meaning. It is more than power, it is proof, it is purpose, it is destiny taking shape. And when you step into it, your life will not merely change, it will transform. You will become a living testament that what is hidden in God is never wasted, never overlooked, and never delayed without reason. As your hidden strength begins to surface, pay attention to the subtle ways God is confirming His work in your life. These signs are like whispers from heaven, gentle reminders that you are aligned with your divine purpose and that the rise you are experiencing is authentic, undeniable, and appointed. First, notice the sudden clarity in your thoughts. Decisions that once felt confusing or overwhelming now appear with a quiet simplicity. You may find yourself understanding situations in ways that were previously beyond your grasp. This clarity is a sign God is removing the fog, illuminating the path, and confirming that your spirit is attuned to His timing. Second, watch for moments of unexpected favor. People, opportunities, or circumstances that seemed inaccessible begin to align effortlessly. Doors open with a surprising ease, connections form naturally, and resources appear just when you need them. These are divine confirmations that the hidden strength within you is being activated and recognized by heaven. Third, sense the increase of courage in your heart. You may find that fear no longer dominates your choices. Situations that once paralyzed you now ignite action. This boldness is not pride. It is a supernatural assurance from God, signaling that He is equipping you to step into your next season fully prepared. Fourth, observe a deepening sense of peace amidst chaos. Even when the storms of life rage around you, there is a calm within a certainty that what is coming cannot be stopped. This inner peace is a powerful indicator that your rise is divinely orchestrated and protected, and that the hidden strength within you is grounded in God's presence. Fifth, notice recurring symbolic confirmations, synchronicities, repeated numbers, phrases, or images that seem to echo a specific message to your spirit. These subtle signs may feel personal, almost secret, as if God is speaking directly to your soul. They are confirmations that the rise is real and that you are moving in alignment with His plan. Finally, look for moments of recognition. The people, situations, and even dreams that once seemed distant begin to reflect the reality of your emerging strength. Others may notice changes in you, and yet even if no one around you sees it, your spirit knows God is faithful. His hand is upon you, shaping, strengthening, and preparing you for the manifestation of what has long been hidden. These signs are not mere coincidences. They are confirmation from heaven that your hidden strength is surfacing, that your season is shifting, and that God is actively moving on your behalf. Be attentive, remain sensitive, and embrace these confirmations. They are the markers of a rise that is both personal and prophetic. As your hidden strength emerges, it is important to recognize that this rise will not be without challenges. God's activation often precedes opposition, not as punishment, but as refinement. The very strength that is rising within you will attract tests, resistance, and unseen obstacles designed to prepare you for the fullness of your destiny. These challenges are markers of your growth, not setbacks. You may encounter resistance from unexpected places, relationships, circumstances, or even your own doubts. People who once supported you might struggle to understand the changes in your life. Doors that seemed open may close temporarily, not to stop you, but to redirect you toward a path that is perfectly aligned with God's plan. These moments test your discernment, patience, and faith. They are not failures. They are divine calibration points, refining your focus and revealing the depth of your commitment. Another challenge may come in the form of internal tension. Fear, insecurity, or hesitation that rises just as you are ready to step forward. These are natural responses to growth. Even as your hidden strength manifests, the spirit may feel pressure, the mind may question, and the emotions may resist. Yet these internal struggles are part of the process. They are the refining fire that shapes endurance into resilience, courage into confidence, and faith into unwavering trust. Spiritual warfare may also intensify during this season. Forces that have long sought to hold you back will become more visible as your rise nears. This is not a signal to retreat. It is a confirmation that your emergence is powerful and significant. Stand firm, remain rooted in prayer, and remember that the same God who raised your hidden strength is shielding you. Every challenge you face is temporary. Every battle is designed to reveal the depth of your readiness. Finally, the timing may feel delayed at times. Patience is a challenge for every heart that desires to see the manifestation of God's promises. Yet this delay is intentional, cultivating endurance and ensuring that when the rise occurs, it is both complete and sustainable. Trust that God is orchestrating every detail, and that what seems slow is in fact perfectly timed. Take heart, because these hidden challenges are not obstacles to defeat you. They are indicators that you are on the correct path. They signal that your rise matters, that your strength is significant, and that God is actively shaping your spirit for the impact you are destined to make. Face them with courage, hold fast to faith, and know that every test, every moment of resistance, and every season of waiting is part of the divine design. The emergence of your hidden strength will not be delayed, it will be perfected. Now is the time to prepare to position yourself and to embrace the rise that is coming. God's activation of your hidden strength is not accidental, and it requires your cooperation. There are deliberate steps you can take to align fully with His plan, to steward this emerging power with wisdom, and to walk confidently into the destiny that has been waiting for you. First, cultivate stillness and sensitivity. In the noise of the world, it is easy to miss the subtle whispers of God. Set aside time each day to quiet your mind, to listen, and to attune your spirit. This is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Hidden strength is awakened not only by action, but by alignment. When your spirit is still, you hear the voice that will guide your steps, confirm your decisions, and protect you from distractions that can divert your focus. Second, fortify your heart with faith. Every rise will be accompanied by moments that test your courage. Doubts, fears, and the opinions of others may try to derail you. Guard your heart. Remind yourself of God's promises and speak life over your own spirit. Declare truth over every insecurity. You are capable. You are chosen. You are empowered. And the strength within you is unstoppable because God Himself has placed it there. Faith is the bridge between preparation and manifestation, and it is the vehicle through which your hidden strength is fully realized. Third, refine your actions. God's power flows most effectively through discipline and obedience. Align your daily choices with your calling. Prioritize what nurtures your spirit, strengthens your purpose, and advances your destiny. Avoid distractions that diminish focus, and seek activities that cultivate growth, resilience, and clarity. Every small intentional step compounds into the momentum necessary for the rise to manifest fully. Fourth, invest in your spiritual armor. Prayer, meditation on God's Word, and praise are not passive practices, they are active shields. Spiritual discipline strengthens your immunity to the forces that seek to resist your rise. By fortifying your spirit, you create a space in which your hidden strength can operate freely, unopposed, and with divine efficiency. Remember, protection is not passive. It is cultivated through consistent engagement with God. Fifth, cultivate gratitude and recognition of God's hand. Every small victory, every subtle confirmation, every shift you experience is evidence of divine orchestration. Celebrate these moments. Gratitude amplifies alignment. It transforms impatience into trust, anxiety into peace, and doubt into confidence. As you acknowledge God's guidance and provision, you position yourself to receive more, to rise higher, and to walk boldly into the next season. Sixth, serve others as you prepare. Hidden strength is not only for personal gain, it is a force that blesses, uplifts, and impacts those around you. When you use your emerging power to encourage, guide, or support others, you reinforce the divine flow in your life. Generosity and service are accelerators of purpose. They ensure that the rise you experience is not just personal, but prophetic in its reach and influence. Finally, remain vigilant and intentional. Every step, every thought, every choice matters. Do not allow complacency, fear, or distraction to slow the momentum of your ascent. Take ownership of your preparation. Be intentional in aligning with God's will, in nurturing your gifts, and in stewarding the emerging strength that is already within you. The rise is not a passive event. It is a sacred partnership. God activates the power, but He calls you to respond with readiness, obedience, and faith. Every deliberate step you take in alignment with His instruction magnifies your strength, clarifies your purpose, and accelerates the manifestation of what has long been hidden. The time to act is now. Prepare your spirit. Fortify your heart, sharpen your actions, and step boldly into the divine flow. Your hidden strength is emerging, and God is calling you to rise higher. As your hidden strength rises, know this: you are not walking alone. God's protection surrounds you in ways that surpass human understanding. You may not see it with your eyes, and you may not feel it in the natural. But every step you take is encircled by divine care. He is a shield around you, a fortress that cannot be breached, and a guiding hand that steadies you through every storm. Imagine standing in the eye of a hurricane, calm and unshaken, while the winds rage all around. That calmness is not your own. It is the assurance of God's presence. You are being held, preserved, and guarded. No hidden enemy, no obstacle, and no force of opposition can penetrate the divine covering placed over your life. This protection is not passive. It is active, vigilant, and intentional. Every breath you take, every step you make, is encompassed by the safeguard of heaven itself. You may notice moments when fear tries to creep in, when circumstances appear overwhelming, or when doubt whispers that you are alone. In those moments, remind yourself the unseen angels of God are assigned to you. They stand at the boundaries of your life, ready to defend, guide, and deliver. The same God who has orchestrated your rise is also orchestrating your protection. Nothing escapes His watchful eye, and nothing happens to you outside of His knowledge. Even more protection comes through alignment. As you walk in obedience, faith, and purpose, you create a space in which danger cannot find footing. Your hidden strength, when coupled with spiritual vigilance, becomes a beacon that both reveals and shields. Those who attempt to bring harm are thwarted before they can act, and every trial you face is tempered with divine oversight. Let the imagery of a golden light surrounding you be real in your mind. Picture it forming a barrier that cannot be broken, a mantle that shields your heart, mind, and spirit. Feel the warmth of assurance flowing into your very being, dispelling fear, anxiety, and uncertainty. This is God's promise. You are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are fully protected as you step into the rise that is yours. So take courage. Stand boldly in the emerging power of your hidden strength. Know that every move you make is watched over, every challenge you face is met with divine intervention, and every step toward your destiny is covered by God Himself. You are safe, you are guided, and you are assured. The rise is unstoppable, and your protection is guaranteed. As your hidden strength emerges fully, the transformation it brings will be undeniable. This is not a superficial change, nor is it fleeting. It is a deep, soul-level metamorphosis, one that touches every corner of your life, your mind, your heart, and your spirit. You will begin to recognize that the person you once were, shaped by struggle, fear, and delay, has been replaced with someone refined, empowered, and fully aligned with God's purpose. The first mark of this transformation is clarity. The confusion that once clouded your decisions will vanish. Paths that were once obscured by uncertainty will now appear illuminated. You will see your life with new perspective, the patterns of your past struggles revealing a divine plan, the timing of every delay, and the hidden lessons embedded in every challenge. What once seemed like missteps will now be understood as essential steps in preparing you for this season of rise. Your influence will expand. The hidden strength within you is not meant to remain concealed. It will radiate, impacting those around you. People will notice the shift in your energy, the confidence in your actions, and the wisdom in your words. Doors will open not only for your personal advancement, but for the fulfillment of assignments that extend beyond yourself. Your life will become a conduit for divine purpose, a living testimony that what God has hidden, He will reveal in glory. Emotionally, you will experience a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. The weight of past burdens will lift. The anxiety, the fear, the waiting, they will give way to joy, confidence, and anticipation. You will feel a deep resonance within your spirit, a confirmation that the rise you have been prepared for is real, and that the strength you have nurtured in silence is now fully alive. Gratitude will overflow not just for what you see, but for what you cannot yet see, the continued unfolding of God's plan, moment by moment. Spiritually, the transformation is even more profound. Your faith will be sharpened into clarity and authority. You will operate in a confidence that is rooted not in self, but in divine alignment. Prayer, obedience, and discernment will become second nature, guiding every step with certainty. Your hidden strength will manifest in ways that surprise even you, revealing spiritual power that has been waiting for the perfect timing to awaken. Consider the imagery of a sunrise breaking over a long night. The darkness recedes, the sky fills with color, and the warmth touches everything it reaches. That is your life now. The hidden strength has become light. The delay has become preparation. The waiting has become breakthrough. You are no longer defined by the past, but by the destiny that now unfolds before you. This transformation is also a fulfillment of promise. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of endurance has led to this rise. You are stepping into a season where purpose meets power, preparation meets opportunity, and hidden strength meets its divine expression. What emerges is not only personal triumph, it is a testimony to the faithfulness of God, a living proof that when He hides, He does not forget, and when He waits, He perfects. So stand ready. Embrace the fullness of your transformation. Feel the rise coursing through your spirit. The hidden strength is no longer hidden, it is revealed, and the impact it will have is only beginning to unfold. This is your fulfillment, your breakthrough, your divine moment. You have been prepared for this rise, and now you are walking fully into it. Now, as your hidden strength rises and your transformation unfolds, speak these affirmations over your life. Declare them with confidence, knowing that God's word and presence accompany every word. Affirmation 1. I am strong, empowered, and equipped by God to rise higher than ever before. Affirmation 2. Every hidden strength within me is now emerging in perfect alignment with my destiny. Affirmation 3. I walk boldly in divine purpose, fully protected, guided, and strengthened by heaven. Affirmation 4. I embrace my rise with faith, gratitude, and unwavering trust in God's timing. Speak them slowly. Let each one settle into your spirit. Feel the truth of them pulse through your being. They are not empty words. They are declarations of identity, purpose, and divine alignment. The God who has prepared you for this season is the same God who will sustain you, guide you, and ensure your victory. And now, receive this blessing over your life. May the hidden strength within you rise without limit. May every obstacle that once held you back be removed by the hand of God. May your path open wide before you, revealing opportunities, relationships, and breakthroughs prepared by heaven. May courage flow through your veins, peace guard your heart, and faith steady your steps. May you walk in clarity, purpose, and divine favor, fully equipped to carry the light of God wherever you go. May every prayer, every act of obedience, and every moment of endurance be multiplied, revealing the fullness of God's promises in your life. May your rise be a testimony of His faithfulness, your strength, a reflection of His power, and your destiny, a living proof that what is hidden in God is never forgotten, never wasted, and always perfected. Step forward now. Rise higher. The season has come. Your hidden strength is no longer concealed, it is revealed. Walk boldly into your destiny, knowing that God Himself has prepared you for this moment, and that the glory of your rise will inspire, transform, and illuminate everything around you. Amen.